Morning everybody, it's Lynn from Lynn's Crafts. I just bought these plastic eggs from the dollar store, and these are like the 3-inch, I think it says on the package. The 3-inch ones. And I'm just going to take this foam sanding block and scuff up the outside of it. I'm going to want it where gesso will stick to it. And it'll change the surface, the way it looks on the surface when you get it roughed up enough. It does take a little elbow grease. So you can see there that it makes it a good rough surface for the gesso to stick to. So I'm going to finish doing that over the whole egg. And then when I get that done, like this one, I didn't worry about gluing them together or anything like that because I'm going to do a little hot glue on the outside of it, and that'll hold it together. But you can, once you scuff it up, just a minute, Sammy. Once you scuff it up, you can draw your design on there, whatever you want to, whatever pattern you want to do in the hot glue. And then, just with your hot glue gun, hold on, I'm going to have to let my dog out. Okay, sorry about that. When he thinks he's got to go right then, he's got to go. Okay, so I've drawn me just a little start on here of, I'm wanting this one to look like grass, as weird as that sounds. So I like it to not be a nice smooth line. I like it to have a little texture, almost like it's welded or something. And I don't know yet whether I'm going to do those little middle lines or not. So I'm trying to avoid bumping the camera, and I'm not on frame. And anyway, you just keep covering your egg, obviously. And after the glue sets, I'll come back with the gesso and just kind of pounce on a layer of gesso so that it basically covers everything. And depending on the finish you're going for on the eggs, like this one, it's just got one layer of gesso on it so far. And on these, I think there's Lindy's Stamp Gang and paint and ink and everything on me. Depending on what you're going to do with it, like this one I think is going to be white. So I'll probably still just do the one layer of gesso and then go over it with some white acrylic paint. So I'm going to do that. This is one that I've already finished. And I did these black and then sprayed Lindy's Stamp Gang over them. And this one has like three different colors on it. It's gorgeous. And of course I had my little styrofoam block with pins stuck in it for a holder when it's wet. So I'm going to continue on with this one though. And like I said, I'm going to get out my white acrylic paint and just make sure it's white all over before I go any further. So I'll do that and I'll be right back. Okay, now I've got like a coat of white paint on here. And of course you could do multiple layers of gesso. I just see the gesso is a little expensive to keep putting on there because all I'm wanting it for is to make everything else stick. So there's my coat of white paint. You can heat set it at this point if you want to, as long as you keep your heat gun moving so that you don't melt the egg or the hot glue, because I heat set the other ones, so I know it'll work. So after that, what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put a little pearl paint on these, and I don't know what color yet, so I think I'm thinking about maybe some really pastel colors. My first idea was to just do them white and do the spray, and I may do that. Alright, I'll be back. Sorry about that, my camera cut out for a little bit. All I did was put another coat of gesso on, and now I'm spraying with several different colors of the Lindy's. I've already done the Cactus Gold, and then I just barely hit it with the Frosted Forget-Me-Nots, just to give it that kind of green look. It's really not as blue as it looks, but so I'm just going to continue doing that, and I'll hit it with my heat gun. And I'm going to call them done. There we go. I'm going to set it over on my little pen drying rack, and I'll come back and show you all of them finished. Okay, okay, now both sets are finished. The nests are just made out of brown paper sack, and I just rolled the edges down and crumpled them up and then sprayed them both. This one's done in silver and this one's done in golds. Let's see, this one is Silent Night silver and scintillating silver, and this one is Gossamer gold, and I think that's all I used on this one. The eggs themselves, these are the ones I did with the white paint over the gesso, and these I did with the black paint over the gesso. This is the Frosted Forget-Me-Not with, I went back over just the flower part, just barely with a little rub of metallic sapphire, I think it is, acrylic paint, and then I sprayed again with the Frosted Forget-Me-Nots. This one is the Cocoa Bean Copper. This one is the Cactus Gold with just a barely spray of the Frosted Forget-Me-Nots. And then I've gone and barely rubbed over, just hit and miss a little bit with a metallic peridot acrylic paint on that. On these, the black ones, this one is the Golden Sleigh Bells and a little bit of the Gossamer Gold. This one is the Cocoa Bean Copper and a little bit of the Mission Bell Brown. This one is the Scintillating Silver and the Silent Night Silver. I believe that's it. I actually bought 3 of the different sets of the Lindy Stamp Gang. I bought the browns, the golds, and the silvers. And I used just about every color of the 3 sets. And I love them. I can't wait to get some more. So these are my eggs for the challenge, and I'm really excited about them. I love the way they turned out. They're so shimmery and just absolutely gorgeous. absolutely gorgeous. Just, I love all of the colors that are in just one color. And I guess that's my favorite thing about them. So, really, really had fun with these. So, you still got a little bit of time if you want to get an entry in. And, so there's mine. Alright, thanks y'all. I will be coming back with some polymer clay projects. I just wanted to get these couple of things out of the way. I have one more coming up, but for a challenge, but it does have some polymer clay. So, alright, that's me. I'm out. Thanks everybody for watching. See you next time. Bye now.